So many people have asked me, what are you like when you support? And for one things first, if my match history is telling me anything, it's to play Janna and sod Leo. Because for one, there's normally this table that goes along the lines of if ADC is good and you play Leo, then good. If ADC is good, you play Janna, then good. If ADC is bad and you play Leo, you're stuffed. If ADC is bad and you play Janna, then you're okay. Also, in version of the question, what are you like when you play support? The answer is bloody angry. Because, having to put up... Right. The thing is, when I play Janna, I like to be as irritating as I possibly can, because putting pressure on the enemy ADC is something they don't like. They don't like being harassed, they don't like taking damage they don't really have to, because it's just, especially if you're against a melee lane, or not melee lane, especially against someone like Leo who can't really range harass you, the one thing that really irritates me at least is when I get hit a lot by the enemy support or by the enemy ADC. But in this instance, right, every time Misfortune wants to go for a last hit, then I will pretty much present myself along the same lines as if I was in mid against an enemy who wanted the last hit. They either hit the minion or they hit me. And they maybe won't do much, but you never know, and it also keeps them on their toes, as we'll explain later. The other reason I play Janna a lot, especially against Leo, is it completely Tornado screws over all dashes, like in the following. She tries to Xenoblade to me, I use Tornado, and she can't get to me. You can't get to me means that she can't stun any of us, and Shaco just fails the gank. Just like that. So it's back to, well, I have to regenerate a bit, but it's generally just trying to be annoying and just hit her where I can. So I use a bush to break vision, so every time I harass her, I go back to the bush. So it's just, why not? Auto attacks are free, and there's no reason not to use them. So I'm taking control of the brush so Leo can't use it, and if she tries to engage on me, then I will just send her up into the air and continue hitting her, maybe laugh at her face whilst I'm at it. So she wants to last hit this, I'm aware of that, and I just keep hitting her for it, because why not? The other problem is, right, apparently, me auto-attacking someone is going to push the lane. This was said by Tristana, who is probably the ADC who probably needs to be renamed to I cannot freeze a lane for shit before people realise what the hell the character does. It's the fact that she'll inevitably push it anyway, and she wants to blame me for it, but whatever. That was, I just knew from the beginning something was just gonna go wrong. Well, as soon as I heard that, it's just, this ADC has no clue. And in general, I generally got a good ADC out of maybe 10-15 games I play support. Some really atrocious ones who I can't defend even if I am Janna, and rarely I'll get a good one who I can get stuff to work. And in one of the cases I met someone with a good ADC when I was Leo, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket. But enough of that. There's not really much I can say, but in this instance, right, I honestly, like, on the one hand, I know what Amumu's thinking, like, Leo, MF is half health, so if we dive this, then we can kill her. The problem was that MF still had barrier, which didn't account for, and Leo is trying to kill Amumu, but sort of failing pretty miserably. And then I sort of screw up because I was busy arguing with Trist over why he was doing what and defending Amumu's decision, telling him what was wrong, and I'm taking the kill, but who cares, it was a free kill anyway. No, don't do that, please. It's a free kill, should have given it to Trist, but when someone tries to tell you that you're pushing the lane when you clearly aren't, and you're trying to give them more breathing space by harassing the enemy ADC, and they don't seem to appreciate that, I have a right to be mad, I think, but there's not much I can do. Like, it's just, to say playing support is interesting as playing another lane or even the jungle is a bit of a lie. The only thing interesting is it might raise your stress levels, because not only have to think about yourself and the enemy, you have to think about 2 enemies and a potentially haphazard retard who has no idea how to position. And this will come pretty apparent later. Like, if ADCs are bad and say nothing, then okay, but they're ADCs who are bad and then blame everybody else for not protecting them, when they're the type of person who play ADC and stand completely still when they're being attacked, as opposed to like stutter stepping or all walking, everyone to take it. It's just attack moving in a way, where you move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, and in this instance is where I'm harassing MF again, because why not? Leo doesn't want to engage. I think she got the message that every time she'll try to Zenith Blade, I'll just blow her up in the air. And it actually did cause a fair amount of friction between MF and Leo, it appears, after lane. MF was flaming Leo for never engaging, and yet every time Leo engaged, I pretty much made sure that she suffered for it. Or at least nullified it as best as I can. The other thing is, when it comes to team fights, right, it's just Janna is much more of a better peeler. And in that instance, I assumed Leo was going to land it, but she didn't, so... Like, Leo tends to be all in, right? She good at initiating, and the rest of it. Except that means that the rest of your team sort of has... like, who else is going to peel for the ADC? And in general, the answer is nobody. Everyone wants to get the kill, etc., and yet it's just a bit of a conundrum. Whereas if you play Janna, then you have the power to like save your team from themselves in some cases. But it's like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Right. Amumu's coming around the side, and I'm aware of this because, I don't know, I like to sing I am map awareness, and Trist is busy fucking farming. So, like, she got a CS, okay, but like, that just meant that she died, and now I'm here trying to save her, like Shaiku's here. I think, fuck this, I'm out of here. Fail, flash to get out of fail, go. And the most common way for people to chase you is just to flash immediately after. There's no subtlety about it whatsoever. But I'll go through that again. If, right, there's nothing you can do in this case, where Amumu is, like, coming to gank, right, that's the right thing. If Tristana had actually, like, continued moving as if it was taking that last hit, she could have gotten here at least one more auto attack with all it took to kill MF. And she also oh god, she misclicked. At least she didn't click on the minion, I guess, but I don't really know. I mean, how much mana is Rocket Jump? Oh, 80, so she couldn't have just jumped out again. Her own fault for bloody trying to last hit, but oh well. Here's the other thing, right? I did not expect Shaco to be this bloody hungry for a kill, so I just ran back. I should have continued running all the way back. That's the safest thing to do, and I was not paying attention. Because I didn't see him follow, I didn't expect to jump over the dragon, but oh well, that was my fault. I was also trying to busy lecturing Trish, which I was busy staring at the shop as to why she should have. Like, she saw a Amumu coming, I saw a Amumu coming. I was in a position, right, where if I was Trish, I could just hit MF twice, didn't have to do anything else, and I could just walked out free. In this instance, then she needlessly gave Shaco a kill, and stuff like that makes me mad. So in this instance, she's trying to initiate because why the fuck not? It's except that then in this case, I sort of overextend a tad and she can't be bothered to save me with the ult. It's, okay, whatever. She had an ult, she could have blown someone away, but the problem is when you support is that you have much bigger tendency to disobey the first rule of solo queue, which is never to save the retard. And this does come back to bite me later. It's because you want to, like, maybe... But the thing is, with Janna especially, is that you can save the retard a lot better than with someone else, because you can just do it from a million miles away. But I take it as my good-hearted nature, which you can laugh at all you want. I try to save anyone I can. Although it is then slightly irritating when they don't seem to give you any credit for the fact that you saved their bloody asses. And then when you don't save them, they're like, why didn't you save me? It's not really the most thankful job. Like the 0231 Janna doesn't really get as much recognition as the, well, I don't know, 1745. I'm just pulling numbers out of my arse, but basically if you get the kills you get recognition, if you don't then sod you. Except then we get 4-man, and there's nothing I can do at all. Like, they see Amumu coming, but Lux and Shaco turn up because Rumble had gone back. So, like, this is the other problem. You don't... Can we just have a public announcement? Supports are not made of fucking gold. Even Leona, right? Although you might think it might be better to sort of, like, melt down our armor and be able to buy some more wards. It's... like, you have so many places that you can ward, but the problem is if you went to ward all the way up here, especially if you did it in the late game, you'll know why it's a bad idea generally. It's you get caught, and because you're under-leveled or in the duo lane or both, you generally give away free gold because you're just as much gold as everybody else. If I warded here and here, that would have been ideal, but you generally expect your mid lane to ward both sides of the river, which, okay, fair enough. In this case, it probably wore off, and he went back because he didn't have any wards. But in this case, it wouldn't have actually mattered, because there's no vision here whatsoever, and they took this route down. So even if this was tried, this was too late for us. So the only option we can get is, why are we trying to focus Leona? But hey, that's what they chose. I'm just trying to save my AD carry, and this quickly descended into, we need to get the fuck out of here. Right? Right? I don't even know why Triss cleansed at that point. What actually happened to her? I was just busy panicking and thinking, we need to get the hell out of here. She got stunned and she cleansed. I don't know. She could have cleansed ages ago, but yeah, everyone's dead. So Rumble comes in, and Shaker actually miss-smites the dragon, but we couldn't get it, and we also don't actually able to kill anyone. Shaker gets away in how much HP? Was it like 10? Probably. Everyone gets away in 10 HP. Who cares? Quite frankly, Leo has a point. I have no idea why. I mean, Amumu went for Leo because that was the only one in range, but Triss is just... I don't know, I guess it's the focus of the target, but MF, meanwhile, could... If MF had a clue as well, she would have just kept shooting at Triss all the damn time throughout the fight. So... I don't know. Golden rule of mine is whenever you remove an enemy ward, make sure to laugh so they get pissed off at you. And then sometimes they'll get so mad that they actually start focusing you. But this is the instance where I am telling Triss to be. Leo doesn't actually technically even need an ult in order to kill her, and everyone knows her cleanse is down. I'm trying to leave, and she doesn't. So then she gets... And you see me, I'm trying to leave and tell Triss to leave as well before we get tower dived. And then she flames me for not using an ult to save her, but in this exact instance, it's just... It would not have saved her. I'm in no position to blow him away, and frankly, Leo by herself could have killed her. It just irritates me so much. When, technically in this one I should have blown MF away, but, I don't know. It's a bit hard to play properly when your AD carry is trying to flame you for things that are entirely their fault.
Shut down.
When someone sticks around, put it this way, if there wasn't a LeBlanc on the enemy team and it was on the map and AUC was not even on 20% health, they probably had a clue to leave. And yet if you're around 40% in, not even 40, that was 30 in this type of lane, and she still tries to stick around and say, well, I want to farm stuff. And in most situations the ADC will die and lose the farm as well. I do not understand. Oh, that was weird. That was good. Akali ran Shadow Dash back into it. But, props to Akali though. She was having lag issues at this point, from what we could tell, or from what she was telling us anyway. So there was a bit of a fight at top. We're wondering what the hell's going on, because there's literally no point in like me staying at bot at this stage, but they don't need me. I didn't actually realise this could happen, which was no, Amumu missed. Amumu bloody missed. Oh well, you can't land every single skill shot. But the point was, I was pretty much wondering whether by the time I got there, maybe someone else would have been up to try and get them out of dodge. But at the very least, I would pray my ADC has some sort of survival instincts. But ADCs have a tendency of wanting to get the farm, and will happily risk their lives for it sometimes. And as someone who really doesn't play ADCs, I don't really get that feeling so much unless I need a major item as mid. It's sort of the same deal with Leslie. Whenever he plays mid, he never roams, he just farms everything because he's an ADC. And oh bloody hell, if I play jungle, then I never initiate because I just don't trust my team to do anything, and then I just miss opportunities. But in that instance, MF got away and Akali couldn't kill her, but it would have been 1-for-1 anyway. But don't know. What am I doing? I just missed a fight because I'm retarded. So we get caught. I try to blow them away. Don't need to be tough, but try to shield Trist and then keep them all disrupted. So at least Trist knows how to like shoot stuff. The worst thing in the world when you're ADC, right? Just keeps running and doesn't actually shoot anything. But Amumu re-engages. Okay, MF's on the tower, stuns it, lock him down, which is fine. Amumu then just oh whatever. I walked back too close. And there's a lull at the fighting, blah blah blah. I need to get some water, sod it.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Right, that was slightly annoying. First time in a million years to have a bottle of water next to me. No, I honestly don't know why this sort of play would appeal to people, and yet some people really want me to do one, so here is one where I am generally just floating around, not doing very much. What amuses me is that none of them actually have a pink ward. That magical item that does 100% of Akali's health and true damage, but oh well. We go do Dre because why not, and then we split up and search for clues again. So Akali goes and resets her PC, router, whatever you want to call it, just something, and make sure it doesn't lag so hard.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So I ward that, but didn't see Shaco. Not that it mattered, because if all else failed, just queue over anyway, and none of us could do anything about it. My general favourite choices in Janna actually is Twin Shadows, because like your passive will give movement speed to everyone anyway, and it's generally really useful for roamers and just run around in general, because 3% movement speed is actually quite sexy. But it does depend. So I think in this one, I'm trying to go for Locket, Iron Locket thingy-majig that gives you a shield, because it'll save some people, just saves people either from Ignite or a random clone explosion when a team tries to troll your own team, or because people in this game have it all just taking too long to walk sideways, including myself, but not as bad as some people think. The thing is, in this game, Shaco is now in a situation where he actually can't participate in teamfight much, because all he's done right now is not all he's done now. All he can really do now is just to split push 24/7. Like, at least Rumble knows how to walk sideways. It's amazing. And yeah, one taser pretty much knocked off 40% of her health, just meanderies, yay. But oh no, now I can't come back. And here is what I mean by I went to save the retard and die for it. Right? The thing is, if you get caught, it's actually in a like Blitz or Leona lane, if someone gets caught, it's probably entirely their fault. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Triss is by herself and manages to get caught by Leo. Doesn't even bother to try and rocket jump out of it at that point, because it would work. And then I'm trying to save her, and what happens is I end up dying for this. I mean, I break my own rule of not saving the retard, and what happens? I end up snuffing it. Is she the least bit grateful? Nope. But okay, in general, putting down your life in order to save the AD carries is probably good enough. But interestingly enough, in this situation, Akali had said whether there was a pink ward here, not realizing that MF was actually out of the shroud and therefore everybody could see her, which is slightly awkward. But oh well.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Shaco's trying to steal our blue, I'm just annoying him. He's annoying us, but at the same time he's just trying to stop us from taking the blue, which is fair enough to him, but it's ultimately not going to do very much. Because never will get enough people and then we can take it. And I have to try and get the hell out of here before we get engaged upon, but it's just okay, I have ult, and we were fine. Oh. Shake. See? Why do people not understand how you... It's like... Do people not understand how irritating champions like Shaco work? Where if he chucks something at you or anything, you just face him. It's just, here's my back, just kill me for free, please. And that's what... Okay, irritation aside. We get engaged upon. Akali's almost dead, so I use ult, and then she comes out of CC, so Zonya's, but it sort of, I'm just trying to save people at this point, and it's sort of working, but it's making the best of a bad situation, and tried my hardest, but oh well, 3 of us died for 2 of them, which isn't great. It's like, why don't you defend the bloody turret? What do you want me to do? I'm a bloody support. I've used my ult, I've used everything. Most I can do is knock them up a bit and delay them by 1 second. The movement was on 1% health, maybe? Oh dear god, she didn't use her ult. It wouldn't have killed her, him anyway, though, I think. So, Drake's up. And I'm very wary because we have no vision. And I am loath to be one who just walks in with my face and die, because my face is very pretty, thank you very much. No. Why the hell am I even doing this? God damn it. But no, we catch someone, then we catch Lux, Akali, then go vulnerable, so then we kill Lux as well. So we just picked up 2 kills for free. We pushed down mid because Shaco
Purple team's
will
turret
just be
has
trying to
been
AFK
destroyed.
push, but he can't really take on. Well, he definitely can't take on Rumble one-on-one, and I doubt he can really take on Akali one-on-one either. So it's technically irritating, but at the same time we're sort of aware from the playstyle that Shaco will just not really participate in teamfight and would rather just AFK push all the time. So I wasn't going to save Akali,
Shut down.
but oh well.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
I'll probably cast another Janna one where I ruin Carly's life because that was funny. At this situation, we didn't really realise that we were 3k gold behind, but we all sort of reckoned that didn't really matter, considering how one of them was Shaco. But the thing is even if you are the support, some of the people just really just run around and do nothing and use their abilities when actually they can be auto-attacking stuff. Over the course of the entire fight, it's still in the region of, I don't know, it could easily be in the region of 500 damage with auto-attacks, because why the hell not? I mean, that auto-attack can be the difference between your ADC leaving and then cleaning up, or all of you snuffing it. What was the phrase I used? If you do nothing, then nothing will ever happen. If you do something, something can happen. It's like, okay, you don't see Soraka so much, but it's like Soraka who runs around a teamfight and doesn't use Q. It's around the same thing as that, basically. So she tries to steal it, but props to her for trying, but doesn't manage to get it. Does Triss know how to walk sideways? No, but at least she knows how to use cleanse this time. Didn't use Locket because Locket was on cooldown. But now Akali goes on the one she can chew and dies. Leo tries to make a play, not in range, and we're now trying to retreat. Which we can sort of do. So Leona misses, but Q would have disrupted her anyway. But in this situation, it's sort of like I can defend it somewhat, but if I move in too close, then I risk like snuffing it as well. And we just need to buy enough time, really, because we see them so low, right? And if you buy just enough time, then you can get your team to like your team will come back on pretty much full health, or they're on 40, 50 sometimes, and you lose an inhibitor, but then you manage to wipe them and push back as well. So in this situation we didn't, but... What? Sorry. Basically, also in the game, my attention went somewhere else as well, which was north. So I'm also interested to see what the hell happened to Triss. Oh, she got caught again and died. Why am I not surprised?
Shut down.
Oh well. Nothing of value was lost. This is what I had to put up with all game. Lux was apparently lucky. But, okay, maybe Q has a really janky... maybe Q has a really wide hitbox, but I'm pretty sure she could just rocket jump to the side and it wouldn't have bloody mattered, but... Who am I to know? I don't play ADCs. I know nothing. No, I should just cut this off at the laning phase because bloody hell this is irritating to watch. But Leona tries to predict it, misses, and I'm really wondering what the hell is happening. But it's like Rumble, being 11 and 2, is basically taking on the world in his face. Because he can, quite frankly. Rumble doesn't have to turn around either, but at least he has Zhonya's and then Rosh Shaco. Does he Rosh Shaco or does Shaco? No, he kills Shaco. GG, well played. I then get caught by Leona. So this is the problem when you go warding at this point, is the fact you have no... Like, if you don't ward, then your team bitches at you for warding. If you ward and die, your team bitches at you for dying. And you generally either do it when you either take a gamble, or you wait until you see someone's in some other lane, like 80 carries over here or something, and then you try and ward. Especially Baron. Sometimes you have to risk it for Baron. But being a support in the tank is fast. It really is. Oh, and if anyone ever complains when you're playing support that there aren't any bullets on the map, could you please kindly remind that warding is everybody's job? Like, okay, maybe not the ADC, but definitely mid, top. Jungler can help as well sometimes, but they all miss time. I'm on fire, but who cares? They all miss time their damage to try and kill Akali. I have no idea why they hate Akali so much, but I'm trying to do what I can, and I realise she's falling in trouble. I'm trying to just run to her and try and save her, but it doesn't help that I'm walking with solo player. But I can see she's probably going to die soon, so I try and save her face. Like, I don't think she meant to ignite me. I don't know who went to ignite me. I think it was Jace, but who cares? I took to the face, and that's fine.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Meanwhile, in Australia, Shaco is taking down our turret, takes down one inhibitor, and saying, can we just kill, can we kill the Nexus turret? It's just,
Killing spree.
But we have to go back.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
But Trish wants to keep killing it because, quite frankly, no one is really up, so we can. And at least now we can get out of it. And again, Q saves the day, and it stops Leona in her tracks. Unfortunately, again, Trish just stays there and takes it to the face. So then pop Shurelias and run the hell away. And if they still try to pursue, then just throw another Q out, wait, and do exactly the same thing, and put more distance between the two of you. It sort of... I just find Janna has so much more utility and supports, but I don't know. Can't argue with match history. Match history says play Janna, win games. So I'm approaching 3k health, which is actually quite funny. That I just seem to wind up more health as Janna than I do on any other support, probably because I end up having to walk into everybody and use ult, but also at the same time, just because health is... I don't know, I'm not even going to think about it, it's just a small observation. Do not take it as, I don't know, the word of God or something. So they get caught, which is fine. You then try to slow down who's on the approach as hard as you can. And then we can win because we just got 2-3 picks, and it doesn't matter if Shaco's pushing down the inhibitor, he cannot kill these two quick enough. He only has one wave, and because we're pushing mid, but he can't do this, and we can push his spell faster, and now they're saying report Shaco, blah blah blah, but no. I have no idea what you think of this commentary on my Janna play, on this game at least, because I didn't really ever intend to do a cast with Janna, but hey, it was requested, so there you go. That's fun.